Hello, Taurus, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, I'm doing your love reading for the first half of August. So, this is good from like August 1st to August 15th. And we'll take a look at the overall energy in your romantic love life, and then we'll take a look at the details with the tarot. And if you are resonating with the message or enjoying the content I create, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, so while I was shuffling there, oh, Taurus, regeneration popped out. Okay, so this is, somebody coming back, wanting to put back together something that is, separated or you've ended in the past. It's the Phoenix Rising card. So let's see what else we have here and now. So I think it's going to be really soon that they come back in and do it. And I'm going to pull one more, flexible. It's about they may want to be flexible. To me is about compromising, trying to reach a happy medium. Okay, in this union. And with here and now, it's kind of like being also a sense of, she's balancing right on top of that, just really sitting on the top of kind of like a home, right? And being really present, but also very balanced. And this person is extremely balanced, but this person may be coming back and realizing that they were not flexible before. They didn't compromise. There was something that went unbalanced in your relationship, and they're starting to realize it, and they want to come in and make things balanced. And then on the bottom, fork in the road, like, they possibly could come in, and it's kind of like, okay, let's give this one more shot. And it's kind of like, I don't want to say ultimatum, but they almost might come in and say, it's like here and now, or it's never. That kind of energy, because the fork in the road is about, you make a choice and then the other path is closed off. It's not like you can be in between these two paths. It's like you choose one way and the other way closes. Or at least for right now. Now, not to worry though, Taurus, because the other thing is that, whatever is really meant to be in your life, the universe finds a way to bring in. So you may close that path off for now, but you never know. May reopen at some other later date. Okay, let's take a look at your... This is so interesting. This is your present energy, the world. This is closing out one chapter and then opening another. So it could be that you are closing out a chapter of being separated from a certain person, and now you're opening a chapter of being with that person again. Or it could be, that this person wants to come back, wants a reunion with you, and you're like shutting it down. No. This is a fork in the road. I know where I'm going and I know where I'm not going. Okay, so let's see. We're going to pull clarifiers for all these, so we'll get some more details. What is your obstacle or resistance? Your obstacle or resistance is the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is an energy of walking away, but your obstacle or your resistance is that you don't want to walk away. Okay? You may be physically separated from this person, but this person still has like your emotional or mental or, spirit energy tied with them, or you with them. It's kind of like a little bit of you want to walk away, but you're not really walking away. And, you physically could be separated from this person, but it's about also your energy, like pulling your energy completely out of this situation. But your obstacle is that you can't do it. And that could be why they're coming back, because they can still feel your energy in their energy, right? So, a lot of times that happens with true soulmates or twin flames. It's like you can separate physically, but, for some reason, you can't break the energy cords between you. All right, let's see what is on the horizon. Taurus, we have the star. This is your hopes and your dreams. It's wishing upon a star and having it come true. It is true healing. It is, I'm going to say, I think it's kind of interesting that the home of this like egg and then the home of this castle, really and truly, like I've never seen the connection there before. They look so similar to me, the architecture, the types of windows. Um, and I kind of wonder if, it isn't about somebody coming home and then I cannot believe it. On the bottom is Hierophant. So, this is about long-term commitment, marriage, wedding, that type of thing. It is about trying to heal this long-term commitment. Really interesting. Under that is the Eight of Swords. Either you or the person that you've been dealing with has been kind of like, feeling caged, in a way, not sure that this could ever come back together. But somebody, either you or the other person, is rushing in to tell their truth. And this situation has taken a lot of patience with the Temperance card. They could have been, kind of spying on you, trying to get information. What is Taurus up to? Trying to figure out, is this a good time for me to come knocking on the door? Or, Page of Swords can also be, receiving a text, an email, some type of note from this person. And we have the King of Wands here, so it could be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. It could be that you're dealing with, but it doesn't have to be. But the King of Wands knows what they want. Gender doesn't matter, but the energy of the card is that they know what they want, and they're going to come in and they're going to tell you exactly what it is that they want. And Taurus, they want you. So, and I think, they're coming in being, rather compromising, bending over backwards, to try to, talk you back into reunion, whatever, however that resonates for your situation. Okay, let's take a look at the World card. We have the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Death card, which are on the bottom. This is like happening really, really soon. It's going to be in fact, it could have already happened. With this world, you're really stepping into something new. And I kind of like this with the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is, the knight on the white horse coming in, offering their love, blubbering their heart out to you. And I think you're like the Nine of Pentacles. Once again, gender doesn't matter, but the energy of being, single, looking good, working on your finances, just having everything that you kind of want. Except for the love. This is the single lady card. Once again, gender doesn't matter, but single and happy to be single. And then the thing that you're wanting down deep inside is somebody to come in and offer their love. And guess what? Somebody's going to come in and offer their love. And this is going to end something. So it could be ending your singlehood. It could be, depending on your situation, you might be saying, no, I'm not accepting this cup of love, right? But there is some type of ending here. And especially with the Tower card, it is coming in very soon. And then we have the Emperor underneath that, okay? So really interesting. And then the Moon. So there's something that this person may be coming in and telling you, especially with that Page of Swords, something that you didn't know, some kind of, secret. And it could be with this Knight of Cups, it could be that they just never told you how much they love you and care about you, how much you mean to them. But they're getting ready to come in and tell you something. And in that, they also want to offer some type of compromise, to some situation that probably caused the two of you to separate or at least be in conflict right now. Okay, so let's take a look at this Eight of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. Oh, the Four of Wands. And the Tower again. Wow, Wheel of Fortune. So with the Eight of Cups, it's kind of like, yes, you're really anxious about this situation. You're kind of wondering, with the Four of Wands is like the wedding card, the celebrating card. And you're kind of like trying to decide, do I walk away or do I kind of wait around for this person? It's kind of like, do I stay or do I go? That energy. Because you really do want to celebrate with this person and possibly be married to this person. The Four of Wands is kind of like halfway to the altar card, right? So it could be like an engagement or, moving in together, something like that. Like you've been kind of trying to walk away from this because there may be a stronger commitment that you want that this person isn't offering or hasn't offered in the past. So, for instance, maybe you want to get engaged, but they're like, hey, why don't we just move in together? And you're like, no, I don't want to live with you. I want to be engaged and married to you, right? And you may be saying, I don't want to move in with you unless we're engaged. Okay, I'm just giving a scenario because we have the Four of Wands here. It's like you want something more than this person was willing to offer, and now they're coming back and they're kind of like being more flexible about it. They may have been like, no, I'm not ready to get engaged or I'm not ready to get married. I just want to live with you, and you may be like, I want to be married. That's what I want. I don't want to be, friends with benefits or something. I want more. I want this commitment. And, there is something with the Tower here about it could be an epiphany that this person is having or epiphany that you're having, that it is time to kind of like take your energy and walk away. This person could come back and try to give you some type of compromise. Say you want to get married, but they're kind of like, no, I just want to live together or something. And then they come back and they have some kind of compromise. Well, why don't we live together for 6 months and then, I'll give you a ring at Christmas time or something like that. And you're kind of, they're trying to compromise. And I think you're really ready to walk away from this because you're kind of sticking to your guns here. You're kind of like, no, this is what I want. And I'm not, a little bit of, this is really important to me. It's kind of like a core value. Okay, so let's see what the Star is. There's something that you're hoping for in this situation. And it looks like you're going to get it because you have the Chariot card. That's dropped. Chariot card means it's going to happen suddenly, but it also means that, you're going to have victory in this situation. And, that is really good with the Star card. You have some type of decision to make. Seven of Wands, you're getting on top of your emotions about this situation, about what it is that you want to do. We have the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Four of Cups. Yeah, I'm not sure that this person is really going to come in and give you exactly what you want. I think, they're compromising, but they also want you to compromise. And I think that is the decision you have to make. This is the fork in the road. Do I want to, I thought I had the Seven of Pentacles. No. Well, that's kind of interesting. I was thinking about the Seven of Pentacles. So it's kind of like, do I put any more time or energy into this connection? Am I really going to get what I want? Because you really do want, I'm really getting these cards mixed up. You really do want victory. And I think you possibly really do want to be with this person. It's just kind of like, what are you willing to compromise here? Are you okay with a compromise? Or is it kind of like, I don't know. This is another kind of card of juggling two things, of trying to compromise, finding balance between two things. But then we have the Three of Wands. You've been waiting a long time for this to come in. You've been waiting a while, and It's kind of like you've made your plan with the Three of Wands. You've made your plan. You've made your choice. And now you're kind of waiting for it to come in. And maybe you have decided, Taurus, that you're willing to wait for this person to come back into your life. Maybe you're willing to be the one to also compromise. It's really kind of interesting. I mean, in the end, I really feel like either you or the other person in this situation, somebody here really wants a long-term commitment, really wants the wedding. Because we have the Four of Wands, we had the Hierophant twice. Somebody here wants a long-term commitment. And it's kind of like, I feel like the fork in the road is, it's like, yeah, we're either getting married or we're not. And if we're not, I think I have somewhere else to go. And if we are, then okay. And I think that somebody here wants to make a clear-cut decision, yes or no. And somebody else wants to compromise, which is really hard. Some things you just can't compromise on, right? I mean, I think that that's kind of the message here, is that this may not be something you can compromise on. This may be a yes or a no type of situation. Let's see what the soulmate cards say. Lessons, knowledge, understanding. Look for the lessons in this situation. Okay, I think that's really important, Taurus. You know, asking yourself, have you been so overgiving in this situation because you really wanted the yes out of this person? Yes, let's get married. Yes, let's have a long-term commitment. Were you so overgiving, and now you're kind of like in this spot where it's like, yeah, I really and truly, you know, like how much more? You may have been extremely flexible all along, kind of going along with their plan, and now you're kind of like, no, we're making a decision here because we're either in this together or we're not. Yeah, because, you know, with the World card here, you are ready to close the chapter on this and start something new. Or you're willing to close the chapter on the past. Maybe, you know, you lived together before and now you're kind of like, okay, I want to close the chapter on living together and I want to start the chapter of being married or being engaged or something like that. Family. Yeah, kids, opinions, judgment, resolve, family, stress. Get support. So, you know, it could have something to do with family. It could be outside family influences in this situation. Maybe you have family members that are kind of like, well, why aren't you guys married yet? You know, that type of thing. And then mirroring, reflection, twin, wholeness, synchronicity abounds. I'm not surprised. You know, this is kind of like a twin flame card. It could be part of the reason why there's kind of like this, you know, I'm having difficulty trying to decide if you are the one or the person that you're dealing with is the one that wants the long-term commitment and the other one's kind of wishy-washy. It's kind of like they want the same thing and yet they don't want to say it. Interesting. Sacred journey. Yeah, this is part of your soul path. This is kind of, you know, this is a fork in the road. You are making decisions, a very important decision. Now, once again, there are no wrong decisions. You have to keep that in mind. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, right? Like, you make the right decision for you at this moment. You know, oh my goodness, here and now. Like, make the right decision for what is good for you here and now. And then know that the universe will always, you know, bring things back into your life. If you say no to this connection and it's really meant to be, it will come back around. It will. Regeneration. Okay, let's take a look at your creativity oracle card. Flash. A creative flash of inspiration will come to you and quickly give you the perfect solution. And you know, yeah, the Tower card twice, right? Like this is the epiphany. This is the sudden flash of inspiration that comes to you that, you're kind of like sitting there, vacuuming, washing dishes, watching TV, and all of a sudden it's like, that's the answer. And it could be, I'm out of here. Or it could be, I think I'm going to stick around. It's kind of, it's very interesting. Like, I think you may be getting the Tower moment as you're watching this video, Taurus. Maybe like, oh, I think I got this. All right, let's take a look at your romance angel cards. You have calling in your soulmate. Not surprised to see this, especially if you're separated. I think you're trying to somehow call in this person to come back, so that there is, maybe another round with this person or another discussion. Soulmate. Oh my goodness. And unrequited love. Now, unrequited love doesn't mean that this person doesn't love you. With me, for this card, I always feel like there's an imbalance somehow in this relationship. And remember earlier I was saying you may have been a lot more giving in this situation. Giving to the point, and part of it could be a little bit of that codependency, giving so much because you were trying to convince this person that you were the person that needed to be in their life, or vice versa, or something like that. But with unrequited love, it does often mean that, there's some type of imbalance. And I think it's kind of interesting because we have this energy of wanting to bring balance either into this union or at least into your own life. Okay, Taurus, we're going to pull a Lover's Oracle card for you and see what advice we have there. And if you have enjoyed this message or resonated with it, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, let's see what your message says, soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. We had 3 cards of soulmate. We had the mirroring card, right? We have family. This person is definitely on your path for a specific reason. This is a sacred journey. You whether it's just to learn a lesson from this person or if it's to be with them, for the rest of time. But, I think the two of you are kind of probably talking in the dream world. You're trying to somehow figure all of this out. And so anyway, I think that's really interesting. Lots of soulmate energy here. Well, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. I do wish you lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. Bye for now.